woke up this morning. Got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do. Got me feeling nostalgic.
Hey YouTube family, Wagwan. It is July, which is also my birthday month. So on July 17th will be my birthday. I'll be turning the big 40, big 40 on July 17th. So I'm excited about this month. I absolutely love my birthday months. It's one of my favorite months. But aside from that, it is time for for another garden tour. This is the July full backyard garden tour. In this tour, this is where I show you guys the entirety of my backyard, the flowers and the vegetables, just to see the progress of how everything is growing so far for this year, 2025. This is my fourth year gardening in this garden. I moved here in 2021 from New York City. So from New York City to Ohio in 2021, that's when I moved here, and I have been developing these gardens. When I first moved here, a lot of the gardens that you're going to see were mostly weeds and grass, and over time I've put down cardboard and mulch and planted in them. They are being developed. They are not where I want them to be. But I absolutely love them. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the progress I have made, and it's coming together. Over time, it's coming together. And also I take my time with it because I like to get clearance plants. Also in my neighborhood, when someone is like digging up or splitting their plants, we share plants. So a lot of my plants are free or clearance plants because gardening ain't cheap. So I try to save money where I can. With that said, let's get started with this garden tour. I also don't know the name of some of the plants because, like I said, they were shared from neighbors, so I don't remember the name, or they never mentioned the name. So to start off this garden tour, we're going to start in our side yard, which is the side next to the garbage bins, and then we're going to move to the backyard. So first we have this hydrangea. It's not blooming yet, but it's going to get ready. And below it we had some irises that is definitely out of bloom now because now it's July and they're spring bloomers, but they were beautiful when they were in bloom. At the bottom, shout out to the weeds because we have a lot of weeds here. Shout out to y'all. We also have some plantain, which is a medicinal plant. It is this one right here. Some people consider it a weed, but it is a medicinal plant, so I do allow it to grow in some areas of my garden. Also at the bottom here we have some echinacea, which is being eaten up by something. We have this small plant right here that's just struggling to survive, and we have this one right here that's much bigger that some of the leaves are getting eaten up, but not all. Right above that we have a rose bush that was beautiful. It still has some blooms on there, but it is also being eaten up by what we have here in Ohio as the rose something. I'll put the name on the screen. I cannot think of the name right now, but basically they're these little worms that just eat the leaves. Only the leaves. They don't mess with the flower. They only eat the leaves of the plant. So this happens every year. You spray, you do whatever you want, and it's just like something that we can't control here in Ohio. I'm sure in other states also, but it's hard, and I'm not willing to do anything chemical to it. But the good thing is, like around August, September-ish, they do go away and the roses flush back out. The roses start to look beautiful again. So it doesn't last, but it lasts for the majority of the summer. Right behind that we have a peony bush. It bloomed early spring and now it's just dormant. Well, not really dormant, but it's not blooming until next spring again. Moving on down now to the actual favorite part of my garden right now. Right now, this is the part that's just making my heart so happy. This is the part that's just showing out, is doing this big one. Still at the side of my house, we have some of my favorite flowers, which are hydrangeas. Absolutely love the colors in this section. Beautiful. I do plan on planting more hydrangeas in my backyard. because I feel like I'm not getting the amount of color in my backyard like I'm getting here. And this is what I envision when I envision my entire garden. So I do plan on putting more hydrangeas. Right below that, we have a cute little lavender plant. Hey, B, hey. Cute lavender plant. And I like to put lavender plants over here because my garbage and my recycling bins are right here. And in my head, it kind of helped mask the smell. I think so. If I have lavender over here, so eventually I want to line off the entire walkway here with lavender. This big, beautiful blue purple hydrangea is called the original, and they're from the company Endless Summer, but this is the original. The more acidic it gets, the more blue it is, so I might add some acidic I forgot what it's called, but some acidic fertilizer to make it a little bit more blue. But absolutely love the blue purple tones. The one next to it, also from the company Endless Summer, this one is called Summer Crush, and it is bright pink, and the inside is like yellow, almost white. And right next to the blue, I love them next to each other. We also have one more hydrangea, a smaller one. This one is called Bloomstruck, much smaller. It's supposed to turn into a dark purple, so we will see. We have some pink and green caladiums. I planted some caladium bulbs. Caladiums are not perennials here. We plant the bulbs every year, but I think this year I'm going to try to dig up the bulb and save it so I don't have to buy bulbs each year. But I absolutely love the splash of color. Love it. I planted 3, so we have one down there, one here, and one just starting to come out right there. We have this astilbe that was pink, but it's not pink anymore. This lilac, Miss Kim lilac, big lilac tree. It did not bloom for me this spring. Hopefully, I'm hoping next spring. Lilacs bloom in the spring. My other lilac trees, they all bloomed, smelled amazing, but not this one. So hopefully next spring. Imagine the smell of the lilac combined with the smell of the lavender. I love a sensory garden, not just visually, but the smell. Oh, I love it. Those scent combinations, love it. Right below this other lavender plant, we have a hosta, not sure of the name because it was gifted by a neighbor. And then we have in the corner here a azalea. Yes, azalea. An azalea called Elsie Lee. It blooms in the springtime. So it did its big, beautiful spring bloom, and now it's over, getting ready for next year. We also have a clematis climbing up this heart trellis. It bloomed already, and I don't know if clematis bloom all spring, but if they bloom all summer, because I know it bloomed all spring and it was beautiful, but now it's not blooming anymore, and I thought they bloomed all summer. That is what it's climbing up that heart trellis. Like, I can't wait for it to actually climb and bloom at the same time, so it will be like a heart-shaped, beautiful bloom situation. Can't wait. Now let's enter the backyard and see what we have growing back here. As usual, just to start off, I'm going to do a quick span of the entire backyard just to show a broad view of how the backyard has changed over the months. So before I do that, I'm going to show you right now what it looked like in May. Let me give you a quick overview of the backyard. It's essentially a square, y'all, a square. It goes like that. The shed, the back garden bed, which you guys will see, it's brand new. I'm starting to develop that one. It was all grass back there. And then we have over there to the left, which was all grass as well. That's the vegetable and the food area, vegetable garden bed. And then we come back to this side, more flowers, and then back to here where I am. So this is the quick pan of how it looks in June. One major difference is the shed is a different color, painted it black. Another major difference is I mulched all around. There is black mulch. That's where I was standing by the gate. And that's it. That's a quick span of the garden in June. This is a broad overview of what the backyard looks like in July. And then we're going to go in details about each plant. Look at the rabbit. Look at the rabbit. Look, that's a baby. Hold on. Oh, can you see it? Look at it. Eating up all my stuff. Oh, wait. I know I should be showing you a broad overview, but look at the animals. I can't help it. Over here along this lies me, I tell me I like tuna. Back fence, the side fence that leads to the side yard. You know what I'm trying to say. We have this clematis here that's growing. Once again, this clematis was blooming, but it's not blooming anymore. I don't know what's going on. It's still alive. It is very much alive, but it's just not blooming. So if you guys know in the comment section if clematis are only spring bloomers, or do they bloom all summer, or is it something I need to do? Like, the roots are definitely shaded. See, the roots are shaded by these plants, and the rest of it is in the sun, because that's what I heard. That's what clematis likes. Let me know. Next to, we also have a hosta, and we also have another peony bush that did not bloom this year, but I recently planted it, so I wasn't expecting much bloom from it this year. We have a butterfly bush that is coming up. It's loaded. It's in progress. It's coming up. This is the second year it's here, and it's in progress. My other neighbors, their butterfly bush came up already, and it's already blooming. But she's taking her time. She's taking her time. English lavender that I got on clearance from Walmart. In between the tree trunks, I planted irises. And this whole section, you guys, all of this that you guys are seeing right now, this was all grass. When I first moved here, this grass, or grass weed mixture, if I'm really being honest, because there's a lot of weeds in this grass, extended all the way to over here. And I'm the one that put cardboard down, edging, and mulch. And I'm planting flowers as I go along. I had a lot of irises on this property, so I've been slowly moving them. I think they're cool. Coming out of the trunk of the trees. They did their big bloom show already, so now they're just resting for next year, spring. Another clearance butterfly bush. This is a mini one, and it has one bloom on it. Beautiful. So hopefully it survives and comes back next year. In this yellow pot, we have some calendula, and they're about to start blooming. There we go. The calendula is about to start blooming, so give them time, they're coming. This is a Rose of Sharon tree, so that's getting ready to bloom too. Underneath these, I'm trying to protect them from the rabbits. We have some Days Aster, which I'm trying to protect from the rabbits. And another echinacea plant, what I'm trying to protect from the rabbits. We have quite a few other echinacea plants back here that are getting ready to bloom. No, actually, this is a black-eyed Susan. Yeah, this one is a black-eyed Susan. The leaves always confuse me. We have this yarrow. Oh, it is beautiful. Look at this yarrow. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. I love this yarrow. It is a strawberry seduction yarrow. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We also have a banana cream 2 daisy plant from Proven Winners. Next to it in front, we have this silver artesia. Beautiful, like silvery color. And when the sun hits it, it is gorgeous. And it's so soft and fluffy. Like, this feels like a teddy bear. This is such a soft, fluffy teddy bear plant. Love it. Showing this garden tour, I'm going to try and focus on the things that are in bloom, because if I talk about everything, it's going to be a long garden tour and all you're going to see are leaves. Hosta. I need to cut out this weed. This is some kind of I forgot, berry weed or something, but it's blocking my house. We have a storm cloud insomnia that's not blooming yet. Spirea that I got on clearance that's not blooming yet. But look at the hydrangea. See, this is why I need more of these in the backyard, because they give me the color that they satisfy my color desire. They do. This one is the bloom struck as well, so eventually over time it's going to deepen to a darker purple. Big Mama right here. Big Mama, Big Bertha. Like I said, I don't know the name of this hosta. It came with the house. When I bought the house, it was already here. But she just really is huge. I don't know if the camera's not picking up how huge this hosta is. Huge. And I love her for that. Huge. Beautiful. Another hydrangea. I recently moved this hydrangea to over here, so I don't think it's going to bloom this year. It was in another spot back there. Over there. But I moved it over here, so maybe it will bloom this year, maybe not. I still have my carrots going strong in here. I don't think they're ready to harvest yet, but those are carrots that I planted. Under this tree right here is where I have my shade plants. And they are being eaten alive by the rabbits. Like, ridiculous. Look at my Brunnera. Look at my Jack Frost Brunnera. Coop on it. Look how it look. Let me name it off. Could I? Sure. It was much bigger, more beautiful, and them it off look at something. You can see the hole where them dig out right there, sir. Sure. Yeah, this is my Jack Frost Brunnera. This is my, I think, Heuchera. Is that the name? Coral Bells Heuchera. Look there. It just looked like my just said eat and eat. I don't know. It's been eaten from the inside. Maybe it's not the rabbits. Maybe it's something else. But something is eating out these plants. I have hosta right there in the corner. More Rose of Sharon tree. More coral bells. Hosta, coral bells. And then from there we turn and we head to the back bed, which is the bed that is the newest bed that I'm really trying to work on, which is back here. But look, y'all, we got a sunflower. Hold on, let me show you all the sunflower. Finally opened up. Boom, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me not get ahead of myself. Let me back it up and start over here. In these 3 tubs, this one has gazania sunshine mix. Hopefully, I planted them late, so hopefully they should be coming up soon. Not coming up, but they should be blooming soon. I hope. Hopefully by August I'll see blooms from them. In this next one here, I planted a zinnia lily pot mix, and those are hopefully by August they should be blooming soon. And this one upset me because look here, I planted dahlia tubers. You see them here now? You plant dahlia tubers and look there, either the squirrels or the chipmunks, them dig them up, so them dead, them dig them up. So this is empty now. I wanted beautiful dahlias over here, but them dig them up. So now them not gonna do nothing. So this empty. So it ruined my vision. It ruined my vision of all these 3 things with beautiful plants. But it's alright. Next year. I don't know if I have time to plant anything else. If I see anything on clearance at the big box store, like an annual or something, I might get it and plant it in there. My round planter. These are on Amazon. If you guys are interested, I'll link them below for you. But I have 2 of them. One here and The other one is over there where I have the carrots in. This one over here has sunflowers, as you can see. The one that I showed you that is blooming. Over here I planted more sunflower. But look, they just like, these animals have no respect. No, them just rude and disrespectful back here. Just, so that's just nothing. Nothing is in that one. Right below that, my blueberry plant. This is the blueberry jelly bean. This plant was over there in the corner on that stump right there, but I felt like it wasn't getting enough sun, so I move it closer to the front and hopefully it will get more sun. Behind the blueberry we have a St. John's wort that is blooming, y'all. Look at it. I know St. John's wort has a lot of medicinal benefits and I'm not sure what they are yet, but best believe I'll be looking it up so I can know how to use this medicinally in my home. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section what I can use St. John's wort for. Look at how beautiful it is. Apple tree still has apples on it. I don't know if they're good apples because they all look like something is, they look misshapen to me, and some of them look like something is eating it, but we're gonna let them go just to see what we get out of it. And we also have some dahlias. Look at them. But look on the dahlia, tell me why this one, look, this is how my garden is facing this way, right? Why this dahlia, why the one that's blooming is backwards? Why should I turn our back? Why should I face that way? I need her to face this way. Look at me. Like, girl, what are you doing? Turn around and look by me. This is what she looks like. Even though her back is turned, she is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And we have more that's getting ready to pop open. Like this one that knows how to turn forward. Face forward. Good job. See this? You see this? The rabbit dam. This is another one. I need to get more of these cages from Dollar Tree and put them over my plants. I just need to. I have to protect them because, oh child, oh, y'all know my struggle. Y'all know. And this one too. Look, could I? They ate this up too. Oh my. Anyway, let me not get too upset out here. Moving on. Sad news. The peach tree is still looking good. She's still peachy. She is healthy and thriving, but we have 0 peaches. All of them, either they fell or the chipmunks got to them. So, but however, this is the first year. I planted this last fall, I believe, so I'm not too stressed about it. As long as the tree is still healthy, she's thriving. Next year we might get more peaches and I'll know how to protect them better. Not much blooming in here, but we have things that are hopefully by August I can have more flowers and more colorful things to show you. I have some zinnias in the front here. My blueberry plant doesn't have much blueberries on it. We have this little cluster right here. Not much, but something. And more rows of Sharon plants. Well, tree, if you want to say. More rows of Sharon trees. This, I can't wait for it to bloom. I think it's called a cup flower. I'm not 100% sure because it was gifted by a neighbor. And it reminds me of a sunflower. When I see it in their garden, it reminds me of a big sunflower. But it grows tall. I cannot wait for this to bloom, y'all. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. This plant, ever since I planted it, this gives me joy because when I look back here, like I said, not many things are blooming back here. I'm trying to exercise patience. It's coming. It looks like a lot of green, but give it time, it's going to come. But this one, I just see it. I can see it from a distance, and it's giving me so much joy because in the sea of all this green, I see a pop of this, and I love it. I love it. This is a clearance plant that I got, and it's called, what's name? What's her name? Roseanne Cranesbill, and I love it. Love her. She's spread out though. She's spread out like sheet, but she looks beautiful. She's just white and beautiful. Over here looks very bland and empty. Very bland and empty, but it's a work in progress, y'all. Please have patience with me. It is a work in progress as I get these plants together. We have a rose bush that is small, but something is coming. Something is coming. Dogs don't start. Y'all go inside your... Why? Why? My neighbor's dogs. So this neighbor's dog and the neighbor over there, the dogs are talking, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're saying good morning. I have another Proven Winners banana cream daisy 2 plant. I do need to deadhead them because they're looking kind of rough. I'm not in love with daisy plants or Shasta daisy plants. They're not my favorite, honestly. Why? Don't know the name of this one. Sorry. But it's beautiful. And it was a gift. This is not a St. John's wort. I'm not sure what this is. But it's just like a little... They're just so tiny and dainty and delicate. Like, they remind me of like a fairy garden. It's just so beautiful. I love them. We have this big hydrangea. This is the Firelight hydrangea. Just big. Big on brawling. This is going to be an echinacea plant when it blooms. And this is another Rudbeckia. Another yarrow plant. The same strawberry seduction yarrow. Right next to a zinnia. Lavender. This apple tree so far, it's surviving. I recently planted this about a month or two ago. She's little, but she's surviving, and I'm happy about that. Zinnias over there. Butterfly bush that should be blooming soon, hopefully. This is my blue crop blueberry plant. This blueberry plant was also moved. It was originally, where was it? Over here in this corner. Over here, and also I felt like it wasn't getting enough sun, so I took it off from that corner and I put it over here. I think it is much happier. No blueberries yet, but I recently moved it. Now we're moving into the raised bed garden side. Up front we have some chamomile that is getting ready to flower. Thornless blackberry. Baby cakes blackberry that is just growing strong. We do have some blackberry on it. We did have some, but those have fizzled out. But the plant itself is thriving. We have some raspberries. This is the raspberry shortcake raspberry. And we do have some raspberries that I need to pick and enjoy. Yep, we're eating these right now. Compost area. We have some corn back here. Corn, pumpkin, and some peas. In here we have tomato and more peas. For this side of my garden, my raised bed area, I do not go in detail with the plants. I do that in a separate video. So that separate video should be coming out next. And in that separate video, I go in detail about the plants that are in the raised bed area. I just give a general overview of what's growing. And all the black pots in the front, there's 5 of these round black pots. These ones here, I have snapdragons. And the snapdragons are definitely snapping. They are snapping. This is what I call my tomato bed. It has mostly tomatoes in this bed. Mostly tomatoes, a few onions, a dahlia. That's the majority of what's in this bed. Moving over, I have potatoes and potatoes, the 2 potato plants. They're almost time to harvest because they're getting ready. They're falling over and they're turning brown, so almost time to harvest. Another pot with snapdragons. Look at this one. Look at the colors. Look at it. Isn't that magical? Like, check that out. We'll definitely be planting snapdragons again in the front in these pots. This bed is what I call my pepper bed. It has mostly peppers. It has the green peppers. It has banana peppers. It has scotch bonnet pepper. It has jalapeno pepper. And it has a tomato in the back and also a cucumber in the back. And eggplant is in this bed also. But look at this. a very large giant sunflower. Has not bloomed yet, has not flowered yet, but a large sunflower right in the middle. Moving on, back here is my callaloo bed. Has callaloo. Like I always say, I'm Jamaican, so we have to grow callaloo. This is all my callaloo. It's about time that I start harvesting them. Right in front of that, I have a pink green stalk that has some herbs, some strawberries, a little bit of everything. It has some onions, and it also has another big sunflower that is not blooming yet. I did not plant this. It's just a volunteered sunflower that volunteered. It's huge, and I am leaving it right there. In the front of that, I have a strawberry planter, which is just a planter from Amazon, and I have mostly strawberries in here, and I have 3 onion bulbs also, but it's predominantly mostly strawberries in here. They did not do good this year because something is eating the leaves as well. You guys can see something is tearing up my strawberry leaves, so we're going to have to figure out what's tearing up my strawberry leaves and remedy that problem. Some scallion, some thyme, more potato is back there. This bed here has some onions, dahlia, squash, cucumber, and basil. And of course the snapdragons. Look at these ones. The snapdragons are doing their big one this time, you guys. Look at the snapdragons in this bed. We got yellow. We got peach. Oh, the snapdragons are doing their thing. You know, moving on over, more potatoes that's almost ready to harvest. Potato back there. And this bed looks way different from last garden tour. This bed was filled with brassicas. It had cabbage, it had cauliflower, it had broccoli, it had lettuce, it had spinach, kale. But now it's too hot for them, so I had to take all of that out. So it's kind of empty. I did put some onions in here. I transplanted some onions from another part of the garden. And we have a pumpkin, cucumber, and whatever else is growing in here. But I'll give you guys more details on that in the full garden tour when I talk about my raised garden bed only. More snapdragons. More snapdragons in this next pot. And this one also had brassicas, but now we have a cantaloupe, tomato, and look at the snapdragons. It's all about the snapdragons. Like, this makes me happy. Just seeing them just lined up down like that. Absolutely beautiful. I wish they were perennials for us, but it's okay. I will keep planting them every year because they are doing a very beautiful job. I love it. Absolutely love them. And that's the end of the raised garden bed. Like I said, I will be doing a detailed, slow detailed raised garden bed tour. I think the video after this one, if you guys want more details of exactly what I'm growing in my raised garden bed. Moving on, the gazebo, the swing, the patio area. This is called Phenomenal Lavender, and I planted this about 3 years ago, and it always comes back strong. I wish I could find more of this. I mean, I could find it online, but I wish I could find it locally because this lavender bush does amazing in this garden. My mints, you guys know, if you watched my previous video, these were in my green stalk and I ripped them out because they were spreading too much. I will link that video if you want to see. It was a very difficult video. I struggled, my back ached, my legs ached. I'm still in pain weeks later from that video. But we have my mint collection, my ginger mint, pineapple mint, strawberry mint, apple mint, and chocolate mint. On this side of the yard we have some more Rebecchias. I believe these are the ones that they call black-eyed Susan because they have like this brownish burgundy chocolate rim around it, and I love it. I want this all over my garden. So I will be collecting seeds from this. I'm going to try and just grow as much of this as I can because I want this all over my garden. We have some little ones here that are coming up, and I will be collecting seed and spreading them all over the garden because I want this. Look at it. It just looks so cherry all over the garden next year. This is a lilac tree. She bloomed beautifully in the spring. She did her big one. Good job. She bloomed and it smelled amazing. This big bush right here is a dark night coreopsis. I don't know, you guys. It hasn't bloomed yet, hasn't flowered. I planted this last fall, so I'm just waiting. It's taken up a lot of garden space. It's taking up a lot of real estate. So if it doesn't bloom or if it doesn't do anything, I might have to pull it because I could be planting other things. So I'm waiting to see what it looks like. So not much going on over here, but I think eventually I want to fill this part of the garden with these. So we have some over here as well, and I might just fill up this garden with a lot of those because I absolutely love those flowers. Past the back door. Oh, before we go past the back doors, let me be honest with y'all. These 2 pots disappoint me every year. They never fail to. They disappoint me every year. It's like no matter what I plant in them, it just doesn't do as well as I thought they're going to do. This year I planted, what's this plant called? Baby's breath. So we are getting some baby's breath, but I planted a lot. Like I planted like a lot more. So I was expecting a lot more baby's breath, and that's what we have in that one. And this one has, okay, y'all get the point. So I have to figure out something else for next year. Now we can move on to this hydrangea. This is a little lime hydrangea getting ready to flower. Another storm cloud, and this one again, if it doesn't flower, I'm gonna have to move on and pull it because I want other things over here. I need it to do its job. Look at this. I mentioned it in my last garden tour and again in this garden tour. This is an Arizona red sky blanket flower. Just doing its thing. It was beautiful in June and it's still beautiful in July. My poppies, the rabbits keep eating them, so they're basically dying out. And this is a plant, like I love this. Here's the name of it. Here it is. It's called a Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid. I want more of this. This is an annual. More of this in the garden next year. Because look at that. I mean, I can't even stand it. Look at that. In this pot I have some calendula. And we have one about to get ready to bloom. A rose back there that is being eaten also. Yeah, they're just eating up the leaves. Another big bush of dark night coreopsis that needs to do something or else they're getting pulled. Great, thankfully I didn't pay full price for them. I got them on clearance from Lowe's last fall, but they need to do something because I'm about to pull it. This is taking up a lot of real estate, and you need to, it's my warning, y'all need to do something. This is another hydrangea. This is, I believe, it's a limelight, and this one I'm trying to shape it into a tree form, so I keep the bottom trimmed, and I can't wait for it to bloom. We have one little lonely foxglove that I did not plant, but it came back by itself. Echinacea trying to come through. A hydrangea bloomstruck. Look at her back here doing her thing. I might move this one to somewhere back there because I feel like I need more color back there because not many things are blooming and I want to see more color back there. Coreopsis, Zagreb coreopsis. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. It's just so dainty. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Wow. another rose bush that you all know the story, being eaten alive. And back there we have a peony bush. And last but not least, we've reached the end with potatoes. I know it's just odd. I put this potato plant over here because I want to use this pot for the potatoes, and this pot is over here. This is where this pot lives, so I put the potatoes in there, and they're doing great. Almost time to harvest my potatoes. It is getting hot, you guys. It is like 8:30 in the morning and it's already getting hot. That is the end of my entire backyard and a little bit of my side yard garden tour. Like I said, I will be recording a full detailed garden tour of the raised garden bed, so you guys can see what kind of vegetables and berries and fruits I am growing to feed my family. That video will be the next video you guys see. I'm hot. I need to get inside. With that said, I thank you guys so much for watching and for being interested in my garden as much as I am. It's still a work in progress, but we're getting there, and I'm super excited and I'm super grateful, and I'm thankful for the space that I have to just create this magical abundance that just gives me so much peace and joy and just happiness. I just feel so grateful. Anyway, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until my next video, I'll talk to you guys in the comment section.
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, 'cause I had something to say, blew everybody away.